All right, I can start by trying to figure out what to do today. I don't know why credits is here. Oh, this is like final credits. Game over. Won't do that. Mini boss. Don't really want to do that. I want to do something fun today. I guess I can work on a title screen. I can work on a title screen. Let's see if I can get that working. Where's the game? Patchy, how are you? I don't know, he's not here yet. Probably busy with his actual work. Let's see. Let's set something up. I need... Where's my background? Just gonna kind of make something up here for a title screen. Maybe like that. It's not bad. Big's this camera? 5? Guess that doesn't really matter too much. As long as it's 16 by 9. I guess I wanted it up at 0. What would that be? 2.5? Oh no, this should be 5. And this should be 5 times 5 times the height. Well, I guess 10. Or 5 times times 9. No. 16. Oh, damn it. 5 times 16. What about 9? 8.88. Alright. Danny the YouTuber. He's a Unity guy. I do not. I actually don't know very many Unity channels. Or, yeah, I guess you could call it that. Aside from a few guys that I met like a year ago, don't even remember how. Just kind of stumbled across a couple. Okay, let's do... Yeah, the game doesn't actually have any clouds. So I thought I had some clouds originally, but I guess they're not here anymore. wonder what's in this Photoshop file. That's it? Just a giant gradient? Okay. Where could I put it? Nope. All right, so I don't have any clouds. But I do have somewhere. It's not there. I have to remember where it is. Is it here? Nope. I want to say it's here. It's in this one. Gotta get that out of there. It's a GIF, so I can't actually do that. This one has it in there too, but it's probably not big. Could use a decent size version of this. Where would I be able to get that? If only I had saved it all those years ago. That's decent. That's not. Oh, that's not bad. I could rip that. Let's start with that. Where was Photoshop again? Open with Photoshop. Let's extract this thing here. Probably could have zoomed in a little more. It's alright, I could probably put a white border around this and it'll look fine. And just get the outer edge there. Oh, where am I going? Oh. I know the original is out there somewhere because the text got added on later by me. So there used to be a Photoshop file somewhere that has just the logo without the text. Oh, that goes there. Might as well just, yeah, clean that up later. Come on, magnetic lasso. This is not the most interesting thing in the world to be doing. It's like half building, half logo. Okay. I think I'm just going to have to look for the original, seeing as how bad this is turning out. Shit. As great of a tool as this is, will never work for this purpose. Oh God, I'm only here. Thought I was almost done. I missed the whole side there. Shit, what am I doing? I was just imagining if I had a time limit to do this. Lasso tool speed runs. Let's try in this last section. Okay. Let's see here. Whew. Oh man, my eyes hurt now. Not blinking for a while. Alright. Let's see what this just might look like. It's not terrible. I can kind of see it being a thing. Should be 8.8, right? It's technically centered unless there's something wrong with the logo. Let's see if I can get something there. Alright, so canvas size just a little bigger, 600, 250. Not sure if that did anything good or bad, but I can also add either an outer glow or a stroke. That looks pretty bad. To do like 10. Oh shit. 5 and not inside. 5's pretty bad. 3. Is there a way to make the stroke more rounded? Yeah, that looks really bad. Another thing I can do is just copy this. Okay. Just gonna make a black background or something. Can I undo that defringe thing? Okay. Yeah, looks terrible. It's the same. Oh well. Paste this. Make the whole thing white. And take the white one and like stretch it. Doesn't seem like that great of an idea. No, that's not good. That's not good at all. Alright, so guess what I got? Just gonna have to, what the hell is with these things? Guess what I have here? It's gonna have to work for now. Unless I can find it. Let me just take a few minutes just to see if I can find it. What is labels? That's just all those labels? At least it has the font. Okay, so that's not in there. Poster, there's only JPEGs, PNGs. Concept art, there's no Photoshop file. Video. Source, just videos. Just videos. That's that. Actually, this one might actually be easier to copy. It's just smaller. Because it has really sharp outlines. Gonna try it. What the hell? Something's wrong there. Why did it get all jacked up? What's up with the sizing? Screenshots, no. Video. Punch sounds. Forgot about that. Here are some clouds. Let me open that. Why is it doing that? Can I make it as big as I want? What is the deal with this? And how is this a spreadsheet? Okay. Sketches Photoshop file. I don't think it's in here. Intro 1. There. That's all that. Cloud 1 big. I know I do have some clouds somewhere. what's in assets? Probably this stuff. Oh man. Don't know what this was. Random other project that somehow got lost in here. But I know where to get clouds then. Clouds. Cloud 1 and cloud 2. These are the clouds that I'm looking for. Let's jump over here. It's cloud 1. Where's cloud 2? There it is. Awesome. See what they look like. Perfect. Now, what to do with these things? Guess let's create some kind of a cloud generator. Could just make a particle emitter, but I don't like that as much. Probably be faster. Guess I can try it really quick. Right, particle system. But I can't randomly choose different. I'm gonna do the script version. Let's write some code. Did I not hit new script or something? Okay. Title cloud generator. So let's get public sprite array of clouds. So empty array. And then I'll have max clouds Oh, this is very much like the background ships. Let me just steal all of that code. Yeah, all right. Timer, time, say spawn timer, spawn time, spawn, min spawn time, max objects, make this more generic, min objects. So this min position, max position doesn't make sense anymore. Does it? It kind of does. It'll change. This x, max x is going to be something greater. It's going to be like something like 17. And the y is going to be 11. Okay. It's probably going to be, because it's 8.88 is half, so that's 17.6. It's like 18. And 100 clouds. Let's do 256. Cloud count. Or should I say object count? objects, object count. Okay, let's steal some more code. Initialize everything to null, which I think happens anyway, but just do it just to do it. So objects, objects I, add object, I, objects, object count. Okay. Remove. Whoops. Index, object, objects, 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 count. Okay. And then the update. This is to actually move them. This is going to change a little bit though. Background ship timer. Alright, so let's clean this all up. Object, whoops. Objects, objects, object, spawn timer, spawn, object count, objects, max objects, objects, object count, min objects, ship sprites. What did I call this? Clouds. Alright, how much sprites? Huh, spawn timer thing. Spawn a timer? Spawn to time? Object? No. Sprites. Sprites. Add object. And spawn timer. Spawn time. Min spawn time. Max spawn time. Spawn timer. So now this thing should randomly generate. Let's see, title cloud generator. Grab my two clouds here. No? It's not compiling. I have an error of some kind. Yo, what's up? Now it's compiling. Sometimes it just doesn't want to compile your scripts. Two clouds. There is it. There, no. There we go. Cloud 1. Cloud 2. and it's generating clouds. That's not really what I want. They're moving way too slow. It looks way too ugly. Some of, oh, video 8? So let's play around with this a little bit. First of all, clouds gotta move fast. Clouds gotta move fast. Where's that speed? Here. -2. Why is it -2? I don't know. 10. Okay. Want the logo to be in front. So, there. They're still ahead of it. What are they? Oh, they're going on sorting layer background. Oh, I still have all these sorting layers available. Of course I do. So, logo. You're not going on default, you're going on foreground. Maybe you're going at the top of the background. How about that? Alright, now everything's behind it. Good. I don't want too much alpha. In fact, I'm gonna play around with a bunch of this stuff, so whoops. So public float min alpha. Wait, can I do like a range? Range 0.5 to 0.6 7 max alpha range 0.7 to 1.0. Is that it? No. Min scale, max scale, something like that. I could just do some, let's play around with this damn thing. Okay. So let's say there's a, first of all, there's a random chance to flip it. So on X and a random chance to flip on Y. So ren dot flip X equals dot range 0 to 100. 100 mod 2. Jeez. Okay. And same thing for flip Y. And then transform position. So let me create a scale. Is 0.07 in video 7? It's in 0.07 in video where you sample R type. What's 0.07? Is that like a timestamp of some kind? 7 minutes, 7 seconds? Vector 2 scale equals 1. I know I put a video clip of it. I know I did that for a few of them. So let's say that scale dot x equals scale dot y equals random dot range min scale max scale. Okay, and then color this alpha. So I'll do this position thing way at the end. Oh, I have a scale here. So I don't need this anymore. Okay. Alpha is random dot range min alpha max alpha. Okay, and this is alpha. Okay. Now let's see what we got here. So this is cloud spawner, cloud generator, whatever. Min spawn time, let's say 0.2, 0.1. Oh wait, that's max spawn time. Why was that bigger than that one? That's really strange. I feel like this should have been min and this should be max. Weird. Still naming them different. Okay. Do the serialized names not change? Max spawn time should be 0.5. Max objects, I could say 4. We do a lot. So min alpha, where's my range? There we go. So let's say anywhere from 0.65 to 1.9, somewhere in that range. Min scale 2 to, that's the ring beam. Min scale could be, oh, min spawn time does not exist. Oh, that's why it's not compiling correctly. Min spawn time, max spawn time. What? So this one has a lowercase t even? What the hell? Okay. So this was 0.1, this was 0.5. Min scale can be like something small, 0.2 to 2.5. It's gonna be giant variation. Let's see what we got here. I don't see any randomness in the scaling. Do I? Also, none of them are appearing on the left. That's also kind of weird. Oh, where's that position? Oh, right here. Position, X position, min position X, max position X. Spawn left is random. 0. Min position X negative 0.5. So what's that not happening? Where's min position X here? Unless they're all moving to the left. Oh, because they were moving based on their scale, right? Multiplied by the scale. Yeah, okay. So I didn't do that now. So do is also, yeah, screw it. I'll just do the scale thing. If spawn left, scale dot x times equals like 1. I also never set the damn scale. Go dot transform x. Scale. Okay, and then this is going to be -10 times scale x. It means it's going to go faster if it's bigger. That doesn't make sense. So what I want is math.sine should return a -1 or a 1. Right? Pretty sure the sine of f, not the trigonometric sign, the negative or positive sign. Okay. Now we got a lot of size and variation. Not bad. It's not fast enough though. Let's one time just go 0. Whoop, negative 0.05. 0.2. And then let's increase that to 6. Okay. I should have put the speed in here. It's not too bad. They're not spawning fast enough though. I think the alphas are fine, the sizing is fine. Maybe they're too small. 0.2 is a little small. Let's just start with 1. Then I could scale it up to like 4. Ooh boy. Are we losing frame rate? Nope, not even close. Alright. I plan on doing more with this. Not done yet. Alright, so. Oh, it's also naming them background ship. I love it. Alright, so that's 0.05, 0.2, 6, 1, and 4. 0.05, 0.2, 6, 1, and 4. So 05, 0.05, 0.2, 6, and 1, and 4. Okay. So I'm going to delete these little cloud guys. So they're not always there. Also, it's probably weird that there's not like a whole initial set of clouds in the screen. They kind of start appearing. Well, I guess I'll worry about that later. But the next thing I want to do is to have it all converge. Oh, this doesn't make any sense. You can't see what I'm doing. But like converge the clouds toward the center of the screen as if we're actually flying. I guess it would be backwards. So maybe the clouds should come from the center toward the outer edges. We'll try it both ways. So we'll have a vector 2 target position. Cloud's going to change speed or always be at the same speed. I think always be at the same speed for now. So also I want this move speed. So this should be move speed. -1 times move speed. Why? Because this is called move speed, of course. Object speed. Object move speed. So this is just object, whatever. So I want them, instead of just moving to the other side of the screen, min position X, right? Okay. So, this, I can use the two-dimensional distance. Distance equals, vector 2 dot distance, position and target. Why is that an error? Float, target position is a float, position is a float. Oh, this distance is a float. Of course. So, if distance is less than, oh, here we go. I'll do this again. Max move is that if distance is less than max move plus the epsilon, then I'm going to position plus equals I need to move in that direction. So let's get direction equals target position minus position. What? Seriously, I can't subtract vectors. Oh, one's a vector 3. Oh. Desired position. I could do vector 2. Diagonalize. And then move is actually the direction times the max move. And then position plus equals the move. And then finally, this happens. And I don't care about moving left or moving right. And then this actually, this whole thing doesn't even matter about the whole scale thing. So I don't need this anymore. And then I don't need this -1 anymore. I don't need this math sign. I don't even need that entire thing. That's just object move speed, which I can safely rename to just move speed now, like I wanted to. Move speed. Alright, so if distance is less than that, otherwise move it. If distance is less than that, then just remove this object. There we go, and then do this. And the target position is going to be the position of this thing. Let's see here, 8.8, 6.6, 8.88, 6.6. Yep. And they're not moving at all. Kind of interesting. All right. Is move speed 0? Yeah, okay. 10. Okay. Kind of what I had in mind. Except I guess they could generate all along the borders instead of just the X and Y. So now I can randomize their X positions also. So instead of this whole spawn left nonsense, I can just say, oh, you know, maybe not. So what it's actually going to be is either they spawn in one of 4 positions. So int spawn position equals random.range 0 to 4. So if spawn position equals 0, or equals 0, or spawn position equals 2, else so float y position equals 0, x position equals 0. In this case, we'll say 0 is top and 2 is bottom, and then 1 is right and 2 is left. So in this scenario, top and bottom top and bottom would give me, if spawn position equals 0, y position, come on, y position equals max position dot y, else y position equals min position dot y. And the x position will be this random range. This is just an x. And then do something different for the other one. I could just make this look nicer, right, if I just do the one line thing. Y position equals spawn position 0, then max position y, else min position y. And here I do that for the x position. If it's 1, then max position x, else min position x. And the y position is random. And that should be pretty good. And now they're coming from everywhere, from all sides. But now there's not enough. And it looks like we're flying backwards. So I wanted to maybe do it inverted, where they start off in the center and then spread out. The problem with that then is that they all have a different target position instead of the same target position. I need to increase everything, I guess. Let's increase the move speed, do more action. Yeah, now we're flying. All right, now let's get some bigger clouds in there. All right, let's get some more clouds in there. That's a little too fast, maybe. That's a little too fast. don't know, I'm not feeling that. Maybe that's a little too big for the clouds. 4. Just too many clouds? I don't know, let's scale it back. I don't want it to feel empty. That's not too bad. Think it's gonna give anybody a seizure? Oh, you know what I forgot? The thing that I forgot. Oh man. That was a little bombardment on my eyes. The thing that I forgot is that, shit, I'd have to know like the initial scale, and then I'd have to know my motto. What's my motto? No. Yeah, that's my life philosophy. Yeah, it's good to do it in that order, because the other two become way harder if you start with the third one. Not way, they get incrementally harder, let's just say that. The last one's more of a reward, as long as the other two worked out. Okay. So now I'd have to keep state on these clouds, and I don't know if I want to. I guess it's not that big of a deal. Let's do it. Okay. So it has a vector 2 scale, target or origin. I guess I could have a target, and I could change it. And then that's pretty much it. And it needs a reference to the game object. So this is no longer an array of game objects, it's an array of clouds. Cloud. I also do have a cap on the number of clouds, so maybe that was stopping me. I guess I can just bump it up to 512. See if that does anything. So now I can't make it null because it's a struct. I can't use the word active. Oh, I can't initialize struct fields. Yeah, that's annoying. All right. That's fine. So now I don't have to do null checks. That active equals false. Or I can just, you know what? I can just check the game object value. Dot go. Do these have to be public here too? Man. No, I'll just do that then. Okay. If this is not ship, this is just object, whatever. This is actually cloud. If cloud dot game object, I'm sorry, object go. Otherwise this equals ship object. Game object. Oh, sorry. Dot game object. And I can also say objects I dot initial origin. Target, I'll have to pass in here. And what else? Property scale. Why? Scale. Local scale. Remove object if the game object here is not null, then I want to destroy the game object and set the game object to null. Sounds good. Okay, so grab the game object. From this, rename the index, or I would have been better, but whatever. All right, so that does that. Moving left doesn't matter anymore. Okay. Add object, and the target equals target position for now. So here I don't want target position, I want object's index target. All right. And this isn't actually scale, this is more like initial scale. And that should now work exactly the same. Except it takes a bunch more memory. Alright, still fine. What do we have, like 20 clouds on average at a time? Forgot what I bumped this up to, like 25. Min scale was like the same, I don't know. Let's do 2 and 6 and move speed of 15. Are those too big? Here we have probably like 50 or 60 clouds on average. Looks pretty cool though. All things aside. Ah, God, I need a higher quality logo. Alright, the other thing that I was going to do was make them shrink as they get toward the center. So what I can do here, now that I have this state info, I can use that to my advantage. Let's say Julio might actually be on in a bit if I'm not done by then. He's in a pretty big meeting right now. Oh boy. Or maybe he's doing the drinking. I'm doing the coding. Are you doing the thinking? We got to figure this out. We got to distribute the workload here. All right, now that I have that state information, keep forgetting where I was, man. Well, I guess, yeah, we'll just put those two things in the same bucket. All right, so that's whatever my distance. Okay, let's do some interpolation. So I have man, you probably just hear my voice way too much then. Total distance equals yeah, vector 2 distance of current, no, of object at index dot origin to object index target. So that's the maximum distance. Distance ratio is the distance divided by the total distance. I guess I want to rename this to max distance. Okay, and then I want the scale, the original scale, to be some fraction of this scale. Scale is the, and scale x and y are the same, so I can probably shrink that. I don't need this to be a vector 2, I can just make this float. Initial scale, and when I set it, I'll just use .x. Am I flipping the scale? I'm not. Alright, so then why is this broken now? Does not exist. Oh, because I have this here. Object index initial scale multiplied by the distance ratio. So as I get closer, actually this gets closer and closer to 1, which means I'm increasing in ratio. So this actually has to be the inverse. So it's 1 minus this value. So this is the inverse distance ratio, right? And then I can say that go.transform.local scale is move at 3 plus scale 1. Calm person. Oh, that's good to know. Shit, it is. It is backwards? What the hell? The max distance should be really high. Oh, this is going to 0. This is not going to 1. So So I was wrong in my initial assumption. Oops. There we go, now they're shrinking. More of an illusion of depth there. It does kind of look like they're popping in a bit though, so I'm going to start them off at like, I'll make this a 20, like 2, 13, and 3. Wait, what is this? Min position Y? I'll just do -2 as well. Just in case their scale is too big and they're like popping in the wrong spots. 'Cause sometimes you can see like this one popped in right here and the whole thing is like taking up this. I mean, I guess you can't see it if they move super fast. You know, it's as if they just came past the camera from behind me. I guess you could say that that's the same idea. Oh, also those min and max positions didn't even change because I'm doing it all in the code for some reason. So -2, -2, 20, 13. 2013, coincidentally, no. Oh man, that's really like getting sucked into the center there. It's probably because the max distance is larger now. So let's do a minimum scale on that. So it can't get smaller than like 0.2 on the scale. Plus this amount. How is this going to work? I don't want, and then I guess I can cap it at 1 with scale bigger than 1, scale equals 1. There aren't, yeah. It's because I moved them further away, so now they're shrinking more. Whoa. What have I done? If anything, they should be bigger. I just added 0.2. Oh, if scale is bigger than 1? Really? This should always be, oh no, never mind. It should be this ratio that I should be screwing around with, not the actual scale. Alright, so it's actually not the inverse ratio anymore, it's just the distance stan ratio. I'm not even sure why I changed the name. Alright, so this is actually, so just plus equals 0.2, and if it's greater than 1, so it equals 1. So now they're not really getting as small anymore. It still looks like, if you look like right around this inner ring area, it looks like they're kind of really getting sucked in. I don't know, maybe that's just me scrutinizing it too much. But I think it's starting to look pretty good. However, I don't know if you can tell, Julio made this logo and he tried to make it look like the back of the ship. So this is like the engine of the ship, these are the wings. And that's kind of like a turbine thing. So this would imply that the ship is flying backwards because of the direction of the clouds. So I'm going to try to do it the other way around so that they're... Yeah, it is. I agree. He's good at what he does. So I'm going to try to flip the cloud's direction around and have their origin be here and their targets be somewhere on the outer edge. And that should be pretty easy. So all I need to do is, so first of all, I can get rid of this target position thing. I guess I shouldn't have gotten rid of that. Hold on. I can use that as the origin position now. So where was that being used? Target position. Oh, right here. So what I should do is set this to be the position that I end up selecting, and this should be the target position. Make sure it's not being used anywhere else. Where was that second one? Okay, this should not be target position. This should be object index, object count. Objects index target. And I think that should work. I don't really know if that's going to screw around with the scale at all. It shouldn't. We'll see. Oh boy, it did. Right, so now I do need... So it's working alright. They're just scaling the opposite direction now. So that means I'm just going to do it here. 1 minus the distance ratio. And then they're going to start off small. Oh man, this is weird looking. They start off way too small. And you can see that they pop in one frame for like their normal sizes. So that's weird. So what I can do is just do a little false, and then let's see. Guess I can tack on a sprite render. This is getting weird. Sprite render. I can add a target scale and make them all start off at a really tiny scale. Instead, let's do that. Target scale. And then I don't have to calculate the scale thing every time. I just have to do this one time. Oh no, I still have to do this actually. So this is going to be... I'm not multiplying the target scale. Yeah, this would be the target scale, right? Right, and then I don't have to do that. Target scale. I need this here. Target scale. And then I don't have to set the scale here. I could just set this scale to be the target scale. And then set this scale to actually be new vector 3.2. And then it's just going to end up being some ratio of that. So this is vector, I guess, dot x. And so I don't even need this there. Just do this. So these guys can go right after here. And then I could calculate this position after. So here. Why does it say like unnecessary assignment? Okay, fine, whatever. Position, scale, and then setting it there. Position, scale, dot. So this is just float. And it'll equal this. There we go. So now, I think it's going to be backwards again. Now they don't even exist. Can't even get a hold of one long enough. Oh, is it because I disabled their renderer? Yeah. Oh man, now it's like stars. .05, .0. Oh boy. All right. Let's see here. Max distance, origin to target. Distance ratio, my actual distance divided by the max distance. This is always trending towards 0. And this is the max. So it's going to start off at 1 and get ever smaller. I'm going to add 0.2 to it because I don't want it to get too small. And then scale equals plus, what the hell? Whatever. Take the target scale, let's say it's 5, multiplied by this ratio, which is going to get ever closer to 0. So I did 1 minus the ratio, so it gets closer to 1. Yeah. And then my actual scale is scale 1. Okay. So I don't see why something's wrong there. So I can start off by knowing, what is this, letters velocity? I can start off by saying that, let's see, distance, max distance. I'm exactly max distance, so my scale is 0. Distance ratio plus equals, how's it 0? Oh, because it's 1, right? Okay, so my scale is that times 1 minus, okay, fine. I have to do that for every single cloud. Okay, so now it's a little different. I'm a little closer. So my distance ratio is 0.06 and my scale is 0.06. What the hell is the target scale? Why is the target scale 0.2? Min scale, max scale. Oh, that's why. Target scale. play. Okay, it looks like it's exploding. I don't know if you feel the same way. I think this min scale is too small. Well, the min scale is just initial scale. There's really no... The min and max scales are just for the target. So I just think 0.2 is too small to start. So just going to start it at 1. Oops. Which means I didn't have to do anything, actually. That actually doesn't help because of the ratio. So I want the minimum. Oh, but that's the ratio, right? So that's just going to take target scale, which is from 2 to whatever. 2 to 6. So the lowest scale I could get is 0.2 of 2, which is 0.4. Let's see. 0.2f buffer if scale, yeah, if actual scale is greater than, no, is less than buffer times target scale. No, min scale. Min scale. Right? If that's the case, then I'm just gonna put a breakpoint here. I could have done a conditional breakpoint, I guess. So that should never be the case. And it is the case. What the hell is this? Why is it 0? What's distance ratio? 1. Oh, right. Because it works the other way. I can put the buffer on later. Ugh, okay. All right. So this is going to be 1 minus this. And then I add the buffer, and then I don't do it here. So now I should not be able to get less than that. And I don't. And they're not super tiny anymore. Okay. It does still occasionally look like they're exploding out of there. Sometimes. But overall, I kind of like it. I'm wondering if that's like not what it would look like if you were actually flying through clouds. Would they all come from like a radial center, or would they come from like a horizontal line center? So if I put like a line, let's say at this height, and they could start anywhere at that position, right? So if I only take into account the target Y as a starting position and randomize the starting X. Okay, hold on. Let me rename some variables. What is the spawn position variable for? Oh, right, yeah, that's which edge of the screen they're supposed to go to. So this is actually, oh God. target edge. Zero top, 1 right, 2 bottom, 3 left. Okay. So this position is actually the target position. Okay. Put that there. So then I want a random starting position too. So let me do that over here. Start x, I guess float start x equals random dot range min position dot x max position dot x. So this is going to be target position, but so vector 3 2 start position equals new vector 2 start x and target position dot y, and then I just do start position. So now they're going to generate anywhere along a horizontal line and have it just spread out from the center horizontally instead of, or from the center vertically only instead of both. But I guess it'll also fly to the edges randomly, so I'm not really sure what the outcome of this is going to be. Oh, that's right, because some of the ones on the right are moving to the left. Now it makes no sense anymore. Okay. Okay, I can do something about this. So I can modify this a little bit. And I want the target X to be random, the target Y to be... I can make the target Y... So that makes sense. And then... what if I just do the same thing for this guy? And the target X be random? The target Y... the target X can just be the same X. The target X can be the same X. Yeah, hold on. Okay. So Y position is fine. X position equals go to start position. That X. Same thing here. Yeah, makes sense. Not really working out like I planned. They still have to go outward. It's kind of okay. Why does it look so weird? It's not the worst. So I can set the target X position. So let me just screw around with the target X now. If start position X dot X is greater than target position dot X, then we do one thing, else we do a different thing. Unless I just multiply by -1 on the opposite side. So X position should equal max. So hold on, there's half screen width, which is max position X minus target position X. And then X position, and there's some ratio of how far I am along that line. Equals X position start position dot X divided by minus target position dot X divided by half screen width. So the further I am along that line, the further I want this target X to be. Start position X plus this ratio times 0.01 0.1. So it'll add on 0.1. This should be more like 2. 2 times the ratio, maybe. All right, so this is going to look weird, but everything's going to be shifting to the right, I think. No, not at all. Cool. He's screwing with me now. What is this all about? Unnecessary assignment? What is it going to do? Oh, it's just going to assign it up here. Start position X plus, oh no, plus, not plus the ratio, but plus half screen width times the ratio. No, this makes sense, plus 2. So things on the outer edge will move 2 to the right, things closer to the center will move less than 2 to the right. Maybe I just need to exasperate this a little bit. It's not really happening how I expect. Is it? Is it moving outward? Are these moving to the right? Am I just not seeing that correct? It looks like they're moving outward, actually. This will tell me for sure. Yeah, definitely they are. Okay, that's actually kind of starting to look decent. So I thought I would have to do something, but the ratio became negative anyway because I was subtracting this position. So, Let's take it to a vote. So maybe the top should get... So you think this is better than everything just origin from the circle pushing out? Because right now they're kind of all originating from this horizontal line here across. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe more clouds, huh? Tutorial 8 done. Nice. What if I pull down the min alpha? Become a little bit more transparent. From or to the center looks better. By the way, it looks pretty good. I'm gonna have to rewrite a bunch of stuff to make it radial again. Not really, actually. That was only this stuff. Hold on. So what did I just change? I changed the alpha. Kind of like that I did that, actually. Pull that back. Yeah. To me, where are clouds on the left and right or edges coming from? My logic there was that they're coming from just at the distance. You're looking straight into the distance, even though I agree that there is there's a vanishing point somewhere, but it's further away than I guess can be seen in this view. That was my logic there. So it's still technically radial or whatever, but you can see like this line here more or less would eventually vanish somewhere, even though the top ones come up from the same line, so it gets a little weird. Any of them actually flip upside down? These flip X's. This one's flipped X, isn't it? Any of them ever flip on the Y? I don't see anything that says flip X or flip Y. That's strange. None of them. Oh, mod 2 is 2? What the hell? Now there's some variation. Some more variation. The upside down ones look weird. The parallax. Yeah, I kind of did something similar to what I'm doing in this. Not exactly. Because in this one I do have the parallax script keeps track. It actually duplicates the background on start and then keeps track of both, moving them both. And in the runner, you just attach, it's not a parallax background, it's just a parallax object, and once the object reaches a specific position, it jumps the object itself back too. So the objects are always like shorter than the camera, So I guess you could actually see they're not shorter, but skinnier. So you could see them moving. I wonder if I just like flood the screen with clouds, what that would look like. Hold on, let me just do it during play mode so I don't screw this stuff up. Let's go faster. Is that too fast? Maybe. Okay. More scale. Now we're really in the clouds. Uh-oh. I think I locked Unity. Oh. You know, there might be potential for it's a good point. I don't know if I put in a break there. It shouldn't just infinitely loop. Oh, yes it will. Will it? Man, when I start asking myself questions. All right, Unity. A gigabyte of memory? Jesus. All right. All right, I locked it into an infinite while loop. I'm guessing because all the cloud positions were filled. But this just iterates over the length. Add object. Just iterates over the length once. And when it finds a null, when it breaks. Oh, but then it increments the object count anyway. That probably shouldn't happen, huh? Should only do that if it actually inserts one. And then if this happens to not be null, man, I don't even need this anymore because I have them holding state now. I could just use a dynamic list. It'll be a little slower, but I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it matters right now. For every object, do this thing. Add object. Num ships. Num objects. Real max objects. That should be num objects. Almost broke the code. Okay. There is no infinite while loop other than the fact that, oh, this length. No, that doesn't make any sense either. I almost thought I had something there. I'm not using... Oh yeah, man. I'm glad you liked it. I'm only using this. If object count is less than object length, then I'm allowed to attempt this. I'm not doing anything with it. So how did Unity ever open? Is it still opening? Shit, my title screen's still good. Okay. Alright, I'm not sure what I did last time. I think I did like a giant scale. It's when I That's too much. That's too much. So max objects. Right now I have a lot. So this should grow. Definitely shouldn't freeze. The max position Y is too high. Let's bring that back to 11. Looks a little better. And let's increase the speed. Whoa. Did you see, like, they all blanked out for a second? They stopped generating because there were too many. It couldn't keep up. I don't know, maybe it is too fast. I do have more tutorials coming. If I can ever get around to it. I can just never... I have like some stuff written up. I did some test projects. Gonna leave it at this initial. Well, that just doesn't look as good anymore. I really like that bigger scale. 3 to 10 maybe. I don't know anymore. It's starting to look bad to me. Starting to not like it anymore. Speed it up. Maybe 20. Maybe 20 looks good. And then, what did I have, like 4 to 11? That's not bad. It's not terrible. I also need this to be like 10 or whatever. Yeah, but then it'll just disappear at the top of the screen, right? Guess that's okay. And that spread, I can increase this spread right here. I could make this a, so let's do move spread. Move speed, move spread. All right. Where did I have that value? Right here. So what was it at? 10. So I put it at I'll just leave it at 10. Let's see if I can play around with it. Let's see if I increase it. It should start going out further. Let's go further. Some of these clouds look like hearts. I don't know. Are you seeing that? And the more I spread it out, the more it starts to look like the clouds are coming from the center. But this is starting to look better, I think. They also don't have to go so damn far, but whatever. Oh, look who it is. Yo.
Exactly 30 minutes later.
Yeah. Then you said 1 hour ago. This is
Ooh,
what I
no,
got.
you fucking made clouds.
So not only did I make
Fucking
clouds,
clouds. Whoa,
but they're moving. We're flying.
that's actually really cool.
Yeah. So I've been working on this
That's when the
entire
music's like
time.
dun 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 dun.
Is that Dragon Ball Z intro?
Yeah, it was.
So yeah, I'm playing with this value right now, this spread value. So I can like tune this in,
Right.
right? So they only, right? So they don't go out as far, the clouds. But I think it was looking better with a way bigger spread. Like if I go 40, now they're going out.
That looks way better. Way better. Because
Yeah.
you know why? Because they all look like they're originating from the center behind Super Sky Hero. Before
So
they looked like they were
originally
popping
I
in.
actually made it so they originate from the exact center, radially.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But something about it looked weird to me. It looked like they were kind of like exploding a little bit. So what I did is I made them originate along a horizontal line right here, right? So they can originate anywhere on this horizontal line. And then, so you'll notice if I put this at 0, that's what happens. They originate on that horizontal line and go either up or down, right?
Right.
And the spread determines just how far out they go from that initial position.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I mean, you should tighten that up a little bit because it did look better when it was the way you just had it.
Yeah, so I'm going to do it, right? So I'm going to go 20, 25. That looks pretty good. So now I made all these variables to play around with, right? So min spawn time, max spawn time. I think that's fine. Maybe I can even just drop this down to like 0.1 and it'll make, whoops,
Oh, whoa.
0.1.
I thought you were
All right,
using,
that's actually looking better now.
For some reason, I thought you were using particle emitter.
No, you can see these are all game objects.
Yeah, that's
um,
crazy. What's it limited at?
512. That's what I set the limit on right now. So this is actually looking pretty good now that I set the spawn time to the max spawn time is 0.1 seconds now. The max number of objects is how many for every time it hits the spawn time, how many to spawn. So it's anywhere from 5 to 20 right now. So I can just change
Is
that.
fading them in too hard?
They scale in, but I guess that's kind of obvious. I think fading them in would look weird because then you would see them less when they're closer to the center. So if I up the min objects to like 10, and then the max objects to like 30, is that too much clouds? Holy shit.
Oh my god, the clouds are taking over!
Yeah.
Is this taking place in the same universe as the Mist?
Yeah. So I don't know, but I think it looks good. The only problem is like the logo is not high res. You can see here it looks like shit. In terms of like graphical quality, not design. But yeah, I like this. So I'm going to save those numbers. So that's 30, 10, and 24 on spread. 24.
I wonder
30,
if I don't know if we'll have a chance later, but I'm having
10.
issues.
You and your issues, man. All right. I'm cool with this. I think this is good.
That looks really cool. The only
Yeah.
thing I would add, I mean, it doesn't even matter.
Probably the play button.
Yeah, that would help. I was gonna say like the anime lines.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. It might. It could look good as long as they look pixelated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could essentially use this same script, just attach it, have it use a different sprite, have that sprite be a tiny little pixel.
Very true.
I mean, honestly, Also, honestly, if you had this in with the particle emitter, it would be a lot easier to do the trail effect. So you could do a tiny dot, and it would just be like whizzing line. Like it would visually it would look right.
I don't think
But
it would
it
be too
is
much of a stretch to do an effect like that.
trail.
Yeah,
Oh,
trail.
okay, cool. That'd be
But
awesome.
we'll see. Um, this is cool for the initial setup. Let me pull the sky down and see if it looks better when it's more dark. Not really. Make the top a little darker. Somewhere in this area it looks fine. But yeah, this is Super Sky Hero. Wonder if I put the mountain in the background. Is that gonna be alright? Where's that mountain?
I gotta get some alcohol.
Okay, -1. Then I gotta put the background at like -2 or something. Okay.
Are you still getting that pop-up issue
What pop-up issue? Thought that was you.
with Discord?
Oh, I haven't tried it in a while. Should I put the mountains there? Hold on.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah? Is that okay?
I do. Yeah.
And they're not moving or anything. Let me see if I add like the very far distant mountains, you know? So let's see, background. So now these guys are in the shot. Could be something. No?
Can you have it do a similar thing with the clouds with the mountains, like you're going over mountains?
Oh man, that would be kind of nuts, huh?
Yeah.
It's possible. I don't think it would work with this specific sprite, right? Unless I
aesthetically,
if I
aesthetically, the
duplicate
mountains
it,
look
right?
aesthetically the mountains look right. However, since they're stationary and the clouds are not, it gives you like a weird, like you felt like you were flying before, but now it's like someone's blowing smoke in your face above a mountain.
Oh right, yeah. And I guess this could happen. Where I take all three of these things, and it's like, whoosh, right? Where it just like keeps adding them in like a stack.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I would,
Um,
if you can you interweave them, or can you only stack them like triangle to triangle?
No, they don't have to be on the same x-axis, right? Oh man, this would be so crazy. This is some Super Nintendo shit, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're going, the aesthetic you're going for is like a retro game, but one of those like hidden gems that people didn't realize had like really cool like visuals and storyline and stuff.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, well, welcome to the end of the stream, Julio.
Thanks. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure being here. I really love this place. I really do.
Not using particles is old school.
Boy, don't make me turn this car around. So help me.
Yeah, I don't know. Could the Super Nintendo handle this many clouds? I don't know.
Does it have that Star Fox chip?
The super effects.
Whoa.
What if I leave the
Wouldn't
logo?
it be awesome, dude? Like, imagine a reality, and this could totally be a thing, right? Because we live in a world where, like, okay, Nintendos were a thing. We've moved on, in terms of like processing power, yada yada, right? but people have the technology to recreate a Nintendo or any other old school generation device, right?
Yeah.
It's hardware and it's outerwear, right? So you could essentially revive the and it does happen in like a homebrew kind of underground scene
No, they've
where
rebuilt
they're.
the Super Nintendo. There's a company that does it.
What do you mean, like reproduces them?
They re they used not 100% the same hardware. What they did is they used this chip called an FPGA. Um, which they programmed to basically emulate the SNES, but it's not software emulation, it's hardware emulation. So it's essentially the
What?
exact same thing, but they
Wait, wait,
also
wait, 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 wait.
but they added direct HDMI output
Oh, I
from
do remember that
from
with the
from
Retron Duos
digital.
and stuff. Yeah, yeah.
No, not the Retrons. They didn't actually do that. They actually still had composite out. Or
Oh, really?
or they digitally converted the analog signal to HDMI somehow. But what these people did is they took the on the hardware, they took the original digital video signal to HDMI instead of through the analog output. So, like the picture
Oh, so
quality is
it's
insane.
actually a pure source, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's called. I bought one a few years ago because it was so awesome. They had like a limited supply. And it
Oh, was
was.
it like a startup thing?
Yeah. What the hell? And they're still making stuff. Now they're doing a Game Boy Advance. They did a Sega Genesis, an NES, and a Super Nintendo.
I didn't think that was legal. How could they do that?
I think it's just the
Is there like a
because it's only
lifespan
the
of it? What
hard
is it?
because it's only the hardware and it's not necessarily like meant to do anything.
Okay,
I
but
don't
how the
know.
hell does hardware simulation work? Can you explain that one to me?
Oh, hardware emulation. Um,
Emulation, yeah. How does that work?
basically, um, well, the chip that they use is an FPGA, which stands for Field Programmable Gate Array. So you're basically programming a hardware chip to have the exact same um, like logic as like a processor, I guess you could say. So
So wait, you're saying that the chip that exists in this device
yeah,
has the potential to mimic hardware logic,
yes,
but okay, but it's being used in a device where it's only made to mimic one specific hardware logic. It's
yeah.
almost as
It
if it
can't
would
it
make
can't
more sense to
change
just make the hardware logic.
dynamically, right? Once it's been like once it's out there,
What do you mean?
once it's been programmed. It's not like you could like turn it on and have the hardware change while it's running.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
That's
okay.
not
So
that's not possible. Yeah.
on production, they made they hard coded the chip to have the same logic as the original hardware.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Um, if I can only remember the damn name.
It'd be funny if the name was like "Remember Me Not" or something.
What the hell was the name of that company? Oh, Analog is the name of the company. Check this out.
Analog. Ooh, that is a really nice design.
Yeah.
It's like the old Famicom more than the actual Super Nintendo. That's cool. Which unstick them. Looks pretty dope. How
Yeah.
much was it? I'd probably get one
I
of
think
those.
199. Oh, it's
It's not too
189.
bad.
Out of stock.
Especially when
Out
the
of stock.
the freaking Raspberry Pi version they put out was like a $1.50.
Yeah, I mean, oh, so here's the Game Boy that they're doing.
Ooh, hoo, hoo.
Also out of stock now, I guess. Is this might be the original Game Boy, but they are doing the Game Boy.
No, it's Game Boy Pocket.
They're doing the GBA now though. That's what they've been tweeting about.
I can't believe they're allowed to do that. They have to have some kind of agreement with.
Possibly.
They have to. They have to because Nintendo is notorious for going after people.
Yeah. They are notorious.
Notorious who play my games. No, no. Notorious.
Could be that hardware emulation is not illegal. I don't know. Let's see. What is this? Game Gear, GBA. Why are they posting these things? Are these games that they're testing? Can this do GBAs? No, the GBA had L and R buttons. Analog OS. Interesting. Oh well. Alright. I think I'm over 2 hours now. 217. Super NT analog. Yeah. Nailed it. I don't know why I didn't say that. I don't know why I typed it.
Super NT anal OG.
Well, alright. Catch you later, David Winsans. And the Apache 64 if you're still around. Thanks for hanging out. We'll work more on this title screen tomorrow. See what I can do about adding a button, play. Something like that probably be a good thing. Take it easy.
I mean, if you wanted to go super crazy, once they press that button, the screen flashes and Super Sky Hero flies at you.